It is Tuesday, October 13th, 2020, and this is an update on the Three Gorges Dam and current events in China. We have 4 pieces of information to cover today, including a look at the live stream and the water level at the dam. Also, a tropical storm has been causing problems for southern China. Next, courtesy of The Guardian, China reportedly orders halt to imports of Australian coal. We also have some new tweets. Let's hop into it. And a brief caveat before today's video. While researching for these reports, I come across information from various sources. Just because I decide to include a piece of information doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with it. I like to let you decide for yourself. Moving on. And first, let's have a look at the spillway angle camera. It's still up and running today. And now checking in on the side angle camera. It's still down. Next, let's have a look at the water level at the dam. The current water level at the Three Gorges Dam is 171.82 meters. The current inflow is not noted, and the current outflow is listed at 23,600 cubic meters per second. It is worth noting that these numbers are released by the CCP. Over the past 24 hours, there's a bit of good news at the dam, as the water level has fallen from 171.98 meters to 171.82 meters. Upstream at Kuntan, the water level has also dropped. It was 175.15 meters 24 hours ago, and it currently sits at 174.9 meters. And in other news, Tropical Storm Nanka has also been causing problems for China's southeast coast. It even caused Hong Kong to briefly halt stock trading yesterday. The next couple of slides show expected rainfall totals from the storm. And this comes courtesy of The Guardian. China reportedly orders halt to imports of Australian coal. Industry news sources report that Beijing has told several state-owned steelmakers and power plants to stop imports with immediate effect. China's customs authorities have told several Chinese state-owned steelmakers and power plants to stop importing Australian coal, according to 2 industry newswire services. The move comes amid ongoing tensions in the relationship between China and Australia and reportedly affects both thermal and cooking coal. S&P Global Platts, which covers energy and commodity markets, cited several unnamed sources as saying Chinese state-owned utilities and steel mills had received the verbal notice to cease the imports with immediate effect. Similarly, Argus Media reported that the order applied to at least some of China's state-owned steelmakers and power plants, although the publication added it was also aware of some operators that were yet to receive the notice. Argus cited a Singapore-based trader as speculating that this might be a case of tightening import quotas rather than a complete ban. When contacted for comment, the MCA's chief executive, Tanya Constable, told The Guardian Australia she was aware of trade media and analyst comments on these matters. The trade with China changes through the year based on a range of factors, including quotas, she said. Australia will continue to see demand for its high-quality coal, and the medium-term outlook remains positive. If confirmed, the move would be another sign of the deteriorating relationship between Australia and its largest trading partner. China has taken a range of actions against Australian exporters this year, including imposing prohibitive tariffs on barley, suspending imports from 5 red meat processing plants, and launching 2 trade investigations into wine. By extending its trade actions to coal and iron ore, China could intensify economic pressure on Australia, which has insisted it won't be deterred in standing up for its values. The Australian government infuriated China with its early and vocal calls for a global independent investigation into the origin and early handling of the pandemic, a step Beijing took as being aimed against it. Government figures show Australia exported $7.3 billion worth of coal to China in the first 6 months of this year, up 8% compared with the same period last year. The value of Australian exports of iron ore and concentrates to China rose 16% to $43 billion. Comment has also been sought from the Chinese embassy in Australia. The MCA has previously told The Guardian Australia that the resources sector was working to ensure the positive relationship continued, but that the pandemic had had a big impact on energy and steel demand globally. Constable said about a month ago that the drop in energy and steel demand, including in Asia, had flowed through to depressed thermal and to a lesser extent metallurgical coal demand. S&P Global Platts reported that the entities told to cease importing Australian coal had included Huaning Power International, which describes itself as one of the largest listed power producers in China. They also include Datang International Power Generation Company, another large state-owned power producer. Huadian Power International, a big power producer in the coastal province of Shandong, and Zhejiang Electric Power Company. The timeline for the coal ban remains unclear. Thank you for watching this video. If you're finding it informative, please consider giving the channel a subscribe. And our last piece of information is a series of interesting tweets. And I think that's a good place to wrap up today's video. I hope that you found it informative, and check back soon for more content.